Hello, NBA fans. Daily news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a fan of the Lakers show and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give it a like. The Lakers are preparing for the future and seeking valuable players with potential to develop. One of these players is Nick Smith Jr., who is being considered a major trade, as NBA analysts say he will soon become the next big thing. Besides being a scorer, Nick Smith Jr. is a great three-point shooter, a skill the Lakers lack. In the G League, he shot 43.7% from the field and averaged 22.5 points per game. The Los Angeles Lakers may have found their next development project in guard Nick Smith Jr., who recently joined the franchise on a two-way contract, according to multiple reports. A first-round pick of the Charlotte Hornets in 2023, Smith arrives in Los Angeles with a reputation for upside, shooting ability, and untapped potential. Those are all qualities the Lakers have quietly built a track record of cultivating. What is Nick Smith Jr.'s potential? Smith showed flashes during his time in Charlotte, averaging 9.9 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 2.4 assists in the 2024-25 season after hitting 43.2% of his three-pointers as a rookie. His G League numbers were even more eye-catching. Across 7 games with the Greensboro Swarm over 2 seasons, Smith averaged 22.5 points on 43.7% shooting from deep, taking 8.6 attempts per game. In 4 outings last season, he also chipped in 5.5 assists and a steal per game, showcasing his growing playmaking and defensive instincts. At just 21, the Arkansas product still has room to grow, and the Lakers are betting their system and the South Bay pipeline can help unlock his ceiling. The two-way deal allows Smith to split time between the NBA roster and South Bay Lakers, a path the organization has leaned on heavily in recent years, particularly for guards. Jordan Clarkson, Gary Payton II and Alex Caruso all passed through South Bay on their way to bigger roles. More recently, Scottie Pippen Jr., Max Christie, and Jordan Goodwin have used similar opportunities, while Bronny James is currently developing well through the G League. How could Nick Smith Jr. assist Los Angeles Lakers? For a roster often criticized for lacking athleticism and depth, the ability to promote internal talent is increasingly valuable. Smith's signing fits a broader organizational strategy, with the Lakers also adding developmental prospects such as Anton Watson and Nate Williams on camp deals, continuing to mine undervalued talent outside of splashy trades or free agent signings. Smith's shooting stroke already gives him a niche that could earn rotation minutes if he proves himself defensively and sharpens his decision-making. For the Lakers, it's a low-risk, high-reward gamble. With veterans carrying the main load and the grind of an 82-game season inevitably testing depth, Smith will likely get his chance at some point. Whether he can join the list of young Lakers who quietly grow into valuable contributors remains to be seen. But if his G League production translates, Los Angeles may once again prove adept at uncovering talent others overlooked, a skill that could prove decisive as it balances present contention with future planning. Lakers Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Austin Reeves eager to build chemistry. All 3 players are confident that a full training camp will help develop the cohesiveness that they showed glimpses of during their limited time together last season. In the immediate aftermath of the Lakers' 2024-25 season ending with a 5-game loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round of the playoffs, part of the messaging from the franchise's leaders was a feeling of not having enough time after trading for Luka Doncic to maximize the potential of last year's team. Particularly when it came to building the requisite chemistry with their star trio of Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves. It's part of why there was universal optimism among the Lakers on Monday about this team's ability to compete for a championship this season. The eagerness levels are very high, Reeves said during the annual preseason media day festivities at the team's practice facility. I felt like we had good synergy with the 3 of us last year, towards the end of the year. And that's just basically being thrown in the fire after the trade. It was go play basketball, go figure it out. Because we didn't have a lot of time to really mesh together. And having this preseason to do just that will be really exciting, and that'll really help our team a lot. The Lakers played just 21 games before the playoffs in which Doncic, James, and Reeves were all available after acquiring the 26-year-old Slovenian star guard, who said on Monday that he's entering this season with a fresh mind after shaking off the initial shock of being traded from Dallas to Los Angeles. And even though the Lakers went 13-8 in the games when their star trio played, a 50-win pace in an 82-game regular season, and went 18-10 in the regular season games Doncic played in, 52-win pace, it was evident they didn't reach their ceiling as a collective. The Lakers outscored opponents by just 2 points in the 423 regular season minutes Doncic, James, and Reeves played alongside one another, mainly because their elite offensive production was diminished by poor defensive play. James, the 40-year-old, four-time league MVP who is entering an unprecedented 23rd NBA season, is confident that a full training camp and preseason slate will help with developing chemistry. "It's about time," James said. "The more time that we're together, the better we're going to be. Having day one and the coaching staff having another year under their belt on how we all can complement each other, play with our strengths, play to the team and be able to, not be looking to see who can make the play, but all of us figuring out how we can make plays together. It's gonna be beneficial to us having that chemistry from day one, which we will have because of how we were able to finish the season last year." During a joint media availability on Thursday with President of Basketball Operations/General Manager Rob Pelinka, Coach J.J. Redick offered insight into how he believes the team can maximize its star trio. "The word I would use would be share," Redick said. "In a team sport, you have no choice but to share the basketball, share the spotlight. All those three guys have a ton of respect for each other's skill sets, for each other's abilities." Redick added that a meeting with Rams coach Sean McVay in May highlighted ways the maximization can happen. "We were picking each other's brains and it was very helpful," he said. "One of the takeaways from that was utility plays. That's something that is a football term. Every basketball team has those utility plays. The utility plays are plays where all three of those guys feel involved in some capacity and they're sharing the court together. And the work to putting the puzzle pieces together will continue at the team's first official practice on Tuesday ahead of Friday night's preseason opener against the Phoenix Suns in Palm Springs. First of all, just talking about it, communicating is important," Doncic said. "But then just trying some stuff in practice. Obviously, we're gonna have time last season to go through, and that's why preseason is very important for me, for the team, just to kind of get to know everybody, what everybody likes. And in practice, you can make a lot of mistakes." The Lakers stars are excited to not have Marcus Smart defending them anymore. With Marcus Smart being on the Lakers, it means he can no longer torture his teammates, which they all are excited about. One of the biggest acquisitions the Lakers made this season was signing Marcus Smart. It's no secret that the Lakers had defensive struggles last season. Yes, a month after the Luka Doncic trade, the team had a 106.9 defensive rating, leading the NBA. However, their form dropped. They ended the season with a defensive rating of 113.8, placing them in the middle of the pack. In the playoffs, they had trouble with Minnesota's elite perimeter play and then lost Dorian Finney-Smith in free agency, arguably their best defender, so defensive upgrades were needed. The Lakers certainly got that done by adding Smart, a former Defensive Player of the Year and a player with 3 first-team All-Defense honors. Most importantly, though, his new teammates are thrilled to have him on their side. The Lakers are well aware of Smart's defensive prowess, having faced him for many seasons now. During Media Day, the 3 most important players on the Lakers, Luka, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves, all talked about being happy that they don't have to deal with the defensive irritant any longer. "Obviously, against Marcus, I play him a lot and he was always guarding me," Luka said in an interview with Spectrum Sportsnet. "So I thank God I don't have to do that anymore. Obviously, in practice, he's going to guard me, but in the games, he doesn't guard me anymore, so I'm excited." Luka had plenty of battles with Smart during Marcus Boston days when he was at his peak as a player. Given that Luka is the #1 offensive threat on any team he plays on, it's no surprise that he noticed just how elite Smart was defensively. Doncic not only has spoken fondly of Smart, But he was also part of the recruiting pitch that contributed to him choosing the Lakers over the Suns this summer. Bron, entering year 23, is also glad that Smart won't be on the other side, making him work extra hard to get his shots off. Got tired of playing against Marcus Smart, LeBron said to Spectrum Sportsnet. We got a lot of battles. We got a lot of battles, especially when we were in the Eastern Conference. LeBron wasn't done showering Smart with praise. You bring in a championship-caliber player like Marcus Smart, who's been in the thick of things, has been in big games throughout his career, LeBron said. We know all the years that he had in Boston and just having that winning mentality, doing whatever it takes, diving for loose balls, holding teammates accountable. With Bron, Luka, and Austin all rejoicing having Smart on their side, it shows just how much they value him and how respected he is amongst the rest of the league. Smart is one of those classic players you hate to play against, but love when he's on your team. Now the Lakers have Smart and can benefit from all the things that make him great. Smart will likely be sharing the floor with the Lakers trio of Austin, Luka, and LeBron a lot this season. We'll get to see what it looks like when the Lakers have a lockdown defender roaming the perimeter, ready to shut things down. And, most important to the Lakers stars, we'll get to see him alongside them and not across from them. Adou Thiero has swelling in knee, not cleared for start of Lakers training camp. The Lakers rookie Adou Thiero is not cleared to play just yet as he is still dealing with swelling in his knee. It hasn't been a healthy start to Adou Thiero's NBA career. He's been dealing with a knee injury that started during his senior year at Arkansas, and it's still impacting him now. The Lakers rookie was unable to play in any summer league games due to the injury, but at the time, the reports indicated that he would be ready for training camp. Thiero, during his media day availability, however, stated that he was still experiencing swelling in his knee and had not been cleared to play. Dave McMenamin reported that a source told ESPN that the rookie is on track with the Lakers' recovery timeline and has a week remaining in his rehab. Even so, this is not the news you want to hear regarding Thiero if you are a Lakers fan. He's been dealing with this knee issue since February, and it's clearly still impacting him. Thiero missed 8 straight games due to his hyperextended knee and only played in the final contest of the season for Arkansas for a grand total of 5 minutes. In the grand scheme, missing the first week of training camp isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's certainly concerning that this problem hasn't gone away yet. The Lakers are clearly high on Thiero. Los Angeles moved up twice in the draft to select him. Hopefully, this is just a slight setback and not the beginning of a long season where we have weeks and weeks of injury updates for the rookie with no basketball games to show for it. Thiero averaged 15.1 points and 5.8 rebounds while shooting 54.5% from the field during his final year at Arkansas. He played under head coach John Calipari during his entire collegiate career, first at Kentucky and then, when Calipari went to Arkansas, Thiero followed him there. Clearly, Calipari loved his game, and that's a good sign since Calipari has coached plenty of NBA players like Derrick Rose, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis, to name a few. Hopefully, Thiero will be ready to go very soon, and we'll see if his athleticism can translate to the NBA level. LeBron excited by Lakers' revamped roster, not worried about future. When LeBron James walked onto the court for the Los Angeles Lakers Media Day Monday in his gold number 23 jersey, it signaled a pair of firsts for the 40-year-old superstar. Once the season begins, James will be the only player in NBA history to play 23 seasons, breaking a tie with Vince Carter. And for the first time in James' 8 seasons with the Lakers, he is coming into a season on an expiring contract. Despite the unique circumstances, a 21-time All-Star coming off an All-NBA second-team selection and playing with no long-term financial commitment from the team, James said his contract situation will not affect his performance this season. It will have no impact, James told ESPN. I'm super excited about the challenges and the excitement of our team. We added some new guys. We got another year under our belt with our coaching staff from last year. Got a full year with Luka, Doncic, and another year with the guys that I've been with. So super excited about that. And I'm not worried about contracts at this point in my career. That doesn't bother me at all. Super humbled to even have it, have a contract still and be able to play the game that I love still at this part of my career and take full advantage of it. James exercised his $52.6 million player option for this season in June. At the time of the contract decision, his agent and CEO of Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, told ESPN's Shams Charania that James wants to compete for a championship and that he knows the Lakers are building for the future. Added Paul, "We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career." LA was the number 3 seed in the Western Conference last season and lost to the 6th-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round of the playoffs in 5 games. When asked by ESPN what would constitute a successful Lakers season, Doncic had one thing in mind: winning a championship. "That's the goal," he said. When posed the same question, James had a more granular answer: "That we're detailed every day. We have to be detailed. And the Western Conference is a gauntlet. The league is tough, and we have to be detailed on everything, on all facets of the game, both offensively and defensively. We have to hold each other accountable, and we got to play championship basketball every single day." And does that, always, result in wins? No. I mean, this is a win-loss league. You're not going to win games even when you play well. And it's sometimes when you don't play well and you still win. That's all a part of the game. But we got to pay attention to the details, and I think we will do that. James, who suffered a grade 2 MCL sprain in his left knee in the Lakers' elimination game against Minnesota, said he's focused on getting his body ready to sustain an 82-game season. "That's always the challenge: how can I get my body close to 100%? Obviously, coming off the MCL sprain last year, the foot has kind of given me a little problem from time to time throughout the course of the last few seasons. So, that's always the challenge of seeing how I can get my body as close to 100% where I can go out and perform at a high level. So, I'm still ramping things back up. I'm not where I want to be. But I mean, I don't want to be where I want to be right now in September. So, I got some time and I'm looking forward to the process of getting there." With training camp opening with the first full practice Tuesday, James hinted that he could be limited. "It remains to be seen," James told ESPN when asked about his planned participation in training camp and the preseason. "Obviously, I want to be out there as much as I can, but we know where I'm at, and the coaching staff knows where I'm at as far as me getting to a place where we're all good as far as getting on the court. It's year 23 from me. I got a lot of miles on my game. I've trained throughout the course of the offseason, but just my presence is going to be important as well. Making sure that even if I'm not on the floor, I'm always in tune to what we're doing so I know what's going on at all times. So, just looking forward to that." James also said he will be monitoring his mental approach and how his body responds to the grind as he considers retirement in the future. "For me, it's just, am I still excited about the process? Do I still get motivated about the process every single year?" James told ESPN. "Preparing my body. Preparing my mind. Working on my body, training, things of that nature, to get ready for a full season. I think once I kind of fall out of love with the process, then I'll know for sure. Then, it'd probably be the end for me."